Hello, welcome to CryptPoint Awareness channel. My name is Syed, and if you do not know me, please look at my LinkedIn profile. Today I will show you how you can build, install, configure and deploy your Telso testnet node. It is the same process if you want to build your Telso node for the production network for the mainnet, which will be ready in the future. Now the Telso Foundation may introduce some special requirements in order to improve the security of the Telso ecosystem, and also they will introduce some requirement to support disaster recovery situation. So maybe you need to build multiple nodes, multiple full nodes and multiple block production nodes in order to support redundancy in the mainnet. Today I will build a single node, and that node will have all the functions, including it will be able to produce the blocks. So let's see how you can start. You can start from this website, Testnet Telso Foundation.io/info. Here you can find all the instructions regarding how to build your node. Telso Foundation has built a special tool, lightweight tool called Grow. You can use this tool to actually build a single node basically instantly. It works very fine. I have used this tool, I have tested it. Here it is, and it works fine. I have deployed a single node by using this tool. It works fine, there's no problem, but you don't feel the full control until you go into the source code and read how they have developed this. So I am not going to use this tool now. I am going to use the manual process, because in the manual process you feel that you have more power on the system and you understand what's going on. Okay, I will use Ubuntu operating system to install and develop the node, but you can use other operating systems if you want. If you have Ubuntu OS already installed, then it is well and good. Otherwise, if you have a Windows machine, you can install a Ubuntu virtual server. You can actually first install Oracle VirtualBox, then you can deploy your virtual machine, your Ubuntu virtual machine on your Windows machine. I have already installed Ubuntu virtual machine, Ubuntu 18.04. If you don't know how to do this, please let me know, give me your feedback, then maybe I will make another video on this one. But today I'm not going to show you how to do this. I assume you already know this and you already have a Ubuntu virtual machine, or you have access to the Ubuntu operating system. And you need to have roughly 18 GB of RAM and maybe 20 GB of hard disk. So if your machine supports these specifications, then you can deploy a Telso testnet node. The way I do this, I normally create 2 or 3 directories. One directory I need for the source code and to build the node. Second directory I need for the configuration files, and I can also use the same directory to store the blocks, and also for the wallet configuration or to store the keys in the wallet. But you can do this the way you like. First, let's decide what will be the name of this node, the block producer name. I think I will use the name Sweden Core BP1. So let's use this name, and I will create some directories based on this name. So create a directory for your source code and for your build. Create another directory for your configuration files. I just put conf at the end. Now just go inside your build directory and then follow these instructions. Clone your Telso code. It may take some time, and if it takes a little bit long time, I will cut the video in between. So this is done. So let's check out stage 1.1. We need to go inside Telos, and then we need to do, yep. Now we will execute this, get some module update and it recursive. Now it's done. So the next step is just to build this. This may take even more time, so I will come back after some time. Now this is done. Everything looks good. So what's the next step? So we have to install it. This may not take a lot of time, and it looks like it will not take a lot of time. So now what I want to have configuration files or configuration scripts in Sweden core bp.conf. Now everybody may work in a different way, but this is how I do, at least for the time being. I normally go to CryptoLoins website, and they have created some scripts which can make our life easier. I have used these scripts in the EOS case, and with little modification they work fine in the Telos environment. So what I will do, I will download this whole package and then I will modify it based on what I need for Telos. You just follow these instructions. Clone this configuration files into your configuration directory, and it will be quick. Yep, it happened. So here you have configuration files and scripts, and you only need to modify these based on your needs. So I will modify this one. I am using these 3 directories. Yeah, so here is our most of the node build programs, and then we will have configuration files here, and then we have the wallet location at this place. So I will need to configure these scripts based on these directories. Let's first set the appropriate access rights. Okay. So I will come back after modification these configuration files, and I will show you how did I modify or what did I do. Now I have configured these configuration scripts based on what we need for Telso. So this is our configuration file. Basically here you need producer name, you need your keys. I will generate the keys and then enter here. I have not yet generated the keys. We will do it together. This is agent name, this is a demo node. Then you need to know about these parameters, HTTP server address, and then P2P server addresses and listen addresses. And then you have down your peer-to-peer communication links. Even if you have only one, it is good enough. And these are different plugins that you need for a full node, and then for the block producer node. For the producer node, you only need this plugin. Okay. So this is our start script. That is how it looks like. So here we have configuration file, location of the configuration file. Then we have location of our build programs. Then we have stop script. So again, the location of the configuration file, and then this is how it looks like to stop. Then this is the script for Telso. So here's your build programs, listening port, and then wallet port. Then you have script to start and stop wallets. So basically what I did, I just took these scripts from the CryptoLines website that I showed you, and then just modified the different directories depending on where I have built our node, and then what is the location of the wallet. Then we also have the location for the configuration files, and it is the same location where the blocks will be stored. And let's see how the stop script looks like. So these scripts you can download from the CryptoLines website, and you only need to modify, as I told you, these 3 directories, and then that's the only thing. And then you have to only change the cleos.sh script. So instead of that, I have a teclos.sh script because now instead of cleos we are using teclos command. So this command is here. So now instead of cleos we have teclos now in this build. So these are the only changes that we need to do, and now we need to create some key pairs and wallets. So let's start our wallet. You can check if the wallet is running or not. So this is our kiosk program for this node. The other one is for another node. So we have 2, but we are going to use this one on port 8911. Let's create a new wallet. I am not going to use the default wallet name. I am going to hide the wallet password. It's a good practice to hide these kind of passwords. Otherwise, this is not important. I am not going to use these keys and wallet passwords in future, but still it is a good practice to hide these keys and the wallet passwords. Now let's create 3 keys. Normally you can only create 1 key, and you can use the same key as your block producer signing key, and then owner key and active key for your account, block producer account. But this is not a good practice at all. It's better to create 3 key pairs from the beginning, one for the producer signing key and then owner key for your account and an active key. So let's create 3 keys at the same time. Just choose any key pair for the producer key or the owner key or the active key, so the sequence does not matter. Now we need to import these 3 key pairs in our wallet that we just created few minutes ago. So that's done. So let's now check our wallet status and keys. So this is our wallet, and these are our 3 public keys. So now in our config.ini file, we need to add producer signing key. So let's do that. I will need to hide the private key here. So that is all. Let's also start our node now. Let's check if the node is running or not. Yes, it's running. So this is this new test node. This stuff that you see here, this is for another node. Okay. Now we need to register our node in the Telso Testnet website. So we need to register here. Register, producer name, server location is Stockholm. Server location is Stockholm. Peer address, they basically only need server IP address and P2P server address. This was extra information. Now our 3 public keys, producer key, then owner public key and active public key. And this is our active key. Telegram channel, and then the URL. Use this as the URL. So I think that's all. Let's register it. So it's done. Now we need to execute this one to register our node as a producer. Done. We got some error. Let's see why we got this error. It is probably because our node, it does not have all the blocks. It's not synced with the blockchain. So we need to refer to another node. I will refer to EOS Sweden node, Sweden Coordinate node, and that's how I can do that. Yes, this is how we do it, and it did work. So now the node has been registered with the testnet, and also you can check it here. Let's check it. First check here P2P list. So this is our node. Just now we registered, and let's see if it appears here as a producer. But in the meantime, we can give vote to all the block producers. So behind you see the list of block producers. There are like 25 block producers. So let's cast the vote to all the block producers. So this is how you do that. Some error. Let's see what went wrong. Let's try again. 3500 system vote producer pros. It should work, but I don't know why it's not working. Let me check why it's not working. So the account looks okay, but the account has not voted. This worked. I only did cast vote for itself, and then it did work. Let's see the status of the account. Yes, it says it's okay. Now let's see why it was not working when I tried to vote more than one block producers. I tried to vote all block producers. So maybe I was entering some wrong names or whatever. Let's pick few block producers. No. Now it worked. Maybe I am entering some wrong account names. But anyhow, now it's working. You saw that it's working. Now I have given vote to these block producers. So this was all for today. So this is how you can set up your own node, and please welcome to Telso. And as you saw here, it is very easy to build your own node, and then you can join the testnet. So hopefully I will see you in the Telso testnet environment. See you soon. Bye bye.